G'day guys, welcome back. We are back in the AFL. We'll be doing our recap of the opening round and also our tips for round one. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and also go over to Flash Crow and show him some love and have a look at his channel. But we are blessed to have our critic, AFL critic, all round nice guy, all the way from, where do you live again? Darwin.
Yeah, Adelaide.
Adelaide. Oh, it's close.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Adelaide.
he's our Sandful reporter. So welcome, old man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Not too bad. Been a bit warm, but it's getting cooler, so that's good.
Yeah, and you're looking forward to this round to see the boys in action?
Well, it's finally the footy starting, isn't it?
No, it started last week.
Yeah, I know, but did it?
Yeah, well, not for anyone
I don't reckon.
outside of New South Wales or Queensland, the 50% of the best places on earth. So anyway, how you been? You been good?
Yeah, I've been trying to keep out of trouble and a bit worried this week, though, I must admit, but I won't jump the gun.
Yeah, you've got a tough game coming up. But anyway, let's do a quick recap. So did you watch the games on the weekend?
Only little snippets, really. I've been reading up a bit, though, just to see, what's been happening around the place. So, yeah.
All right, so we had on the Thursday night, we had Sydney against Melbourne. So what did you see of that game?
I saw about a minute. It's but what happened to Melbourne?
Oh, they're no good.
I don't know if I'd say that, but
well, they can't kick a goal. I'll give you a hint, old man. If Shaki is playing, Melbourne can't win.
You reckon?
Yeah, he's that bad.
Wow.
So he's been delisted by 4 clubs now, and then why the hell Melbourne picked him up, I have no idea. And why the hell is he playing? That just shows you that there's a deficit in their forward line.
Well, it does mean there's something wrong, isn't it? I mean, it's not quite what you'd expect from them. Not after last year. I mean, they played okay last year. Where have they gone downhill?
They're a good team, but they can't kick goals.
Yeah, I don't know.
Particularly against Sydney. Sydney, tough little team. And that's the key to Sydney. They're all about 6'2", but they're all the same type of player. They're all quick. They're all tough. They tackle hard. And they're mongrel. They've got the mongrel in them, old man. Bit like yourself.
Yeah.
You're from Darwin and Adelaide. You've got the mongrel in you.
Yeah.
And that's what makes Sydney teams so good.
I reckon you've got a bit more mongrel than me.
Anyway, and then we went to the Gabatoir, and we had a great loss.
A great choke.
A great choke. All right. We got a blue.
What happened there? For
blue
goodness' sake?
M&Ms got stuck in our throat.
Well, does that mean Carlton are good this year?
I think whenever you're 50 points down and you win the game, every single thing has to go your way. And if it doesn't go your way, one little thing can just pitch you off. But great effort by Carlton. And I was really happy for Harry Mackay, even though we both hate Carlton.
Yeah, well,
I don't like shitting on individual players. So it was good for him to kick that goal, because if he didn't kick that goal, he would be front page, back page, page 3 girl, the whole lot in Melbourne for the next year, saying that he's hopeless kick.
They still have page 3 girls, do they?
In Queensland we do. We're not backward, old man. we still have the handicap cartoons as well.
Was it Andy Cap? Andy? No, it wasn't Andy Cap. Who was the? I know.
Hagar. We still have Hagar as well.
Who was the cartoonist who used to always have a little dog hidden somewhere? Remember that?
Yeah. Slap or something.
Yeah.
Slap or something. Anyway.
Look at that. Yeah, you just cut your hand off.
Oh, did I? Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that happens. But anyway, yeah, well done to Carlton. They played well. They didn't give up. They fought back. A couple of bad news, both for the Lions and for Carlton.
Yeah, bad news bears.
Yeah, we lost Kitty, but they also lost. Is it Doherty or Doherty?
Yeah, I don't know.
Doherty, I think.
Don't
And
ask me technical things like that.
that guy's been through a lot, and he didn't deserve to go down like that.
No, no players really
Yeah,
deserve to go
I hate
down.
seeing
Not
the
at the beginning of the
players get.
well, not at any time, but the beginning of the
Yeah,
season.
so.
I mean, look at
Anyway, and then what happened on the Saturday? We had the double header.
yeah, good old Suns against Richmond. Suns are they look the goods, don't they? I mean, I did watch a bit of that mainly because Crows are playing them this week, but gee, they were pretty sharp, I thought.
Yeah, they did look good.
Yeah, they were
Uh,
just
Matty Rowell had nearly a record. He had 20 centre clearances,
yeah.
and 10 clearances or something ridiculous.
Yeah, and they'll have one more game under their belt, so yeah, so they be interesting to see. Not quite, they didn't quite hit the 100. They got 99, but still bloody,
Bradman,
yeah, yeah, still
no,
bloody good though.
99.9 knockout. But
Yeah,
I do you believe in the theory that the new coach
uh,
first 3 games?
well, it shouldn't happen, but who knows? Aussie rules footballers are strange creatures, aren't they?
Mm.
As far as, I don't know, they're just strange creatures.
They,
It
they
shouldn't
lose
happen. It shouldn't
they
happen.
lose
They should
20
be,
games and they get a new coach and then come out and flog someone by 60 points.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. Go figure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was a very good effort in actual fact. So yeah, certainly worried about them. I thought the most in,
Richmond. What about Richmond? We know they're your favourite.
yeah, I'm 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 reserving judgment on Richmond. Um,
Well, how long do you need? A couple of minutes?
no. I mean, the Suns were very good, so it's pretty hard to, you can't judge after one game. You know,
Well,
With-
we'll see next week. Well, this week coming. They've got a
yeah,
tough game.
yeah. We'll have a look at.
I've already got a pencil through.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
I think, yeah, well, it's going to hurt them, not me. But I had a look at their draw, and I think we might have to revise our bottom 4. That's how bad I think
Oh,
they're going.
really?
Yeah. And news out this week is that Brendan Gale apparently is leaving, going to Tasmania.
Yeah, that's right. Not until after the end of the year, though.
6 months.
At the end of the year.
No. Word on the street. I have a informant.
At the end of the footy season.
No.
That's what Caroline Wilson said.
Yeah, but I have another source in Richmond.
The tomato sauce?
Yeah, no, a drug dealer,
Oh, yes.
and he told me that he's already left, and that it's just a time bomb. 6 months, that's it.
He checked out.
Yeah, checked it out. Called Gary. Gary gave me the goods. And then our last game was Collingwood against GWS. I told you it was a lock for GWS.
Oh, well, it had to be. Well, it didn't have to be, but they won pretty convincingly as well. But I think I'll have to make GWS my second team.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I could. I quite like,
I love the way they're playing,
their
but
social media is pretty much on point. I quite like their humour. It won't look so good when they start losing, but while they're winning, why not?
and Toby Green's probably one of my favourite players.
Yeah, he's a little
He's
angry
a
ant.
freak. He is an absolute freak. He is.
Yeah, well,
And you
but
put in the pencil through the pies.
no, I don't think you do that. That'd be like putting a pencil through Geelong.
Yeah, well, you can't do that. But
No.
Geelong have street cred.
I just noticed I've got a lot of grey hair on my stomach.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're a grumpy old man.
It is.
Anyway, so what was your good, your bad, and your ugly from the opening round?
Well, from the opening round, I'd say the good would have to be the Suns, most definitely. The bad, I think, as much as it pains me to say it, because I know you love them, but Brisbane, I think, was to give up that lead
I agree with you.
was pretty bad.
I would have put that in the ugly.
No, the ugly would be Collingwood
Okay.
for obvious reasons.
All right. And you got 3 last week. I got 3.
Yeah,
And I think
yes,
yeah,
it was
you had a
only the Lions that let us down.
All right. Okay. So we're going to go to the Thursday night. We're at the MCG. We've got
Yeah, why
Carlton,
not?
Richmond. Take it away.
Well, the tipping. Well, I'm going to go Carlton. I'm not going to mess around. Carlton, I think, definitely.
Carlton by how many?
That's another question. I hadn't thought about that. Hang on, let me just double check, see what I did in my footy tipping. I've got 22 points.
22 points. All right.
Yeah.
I agree with you, old man. I think Carlton is going to smash Richmond. Richmond looked absolutely terrible. They look slow. Their midfield. The only guy that I actually rating at the moment is Shai Bolton.
Yeah.
But they all look disinterested. They don't have anyone coming back. They don't have any depth. And I think they're going to be in for a long year.
Yeah.
So we're
well,
both going
likely.
Carlton there. Now a really great game. Friday night football at the MCG. Collingwood back to where they belong, back at home, 4 minutes away from their houses. They will be plumb tuckered out after their massive travel up to New South Wales, the next state.
Yes. Yeah.
About
Will they be able to survive? I don't know.
2-hour flight. So word from the plane. I had a friend who flew back on the same plane. They were all on drips. They had people going around jabbing them with all sorts of medical liquids or whatever you want to call it against the Swannies. What do you think here against the Bloods?
Well, I'm going against the odds here because, believe it or not, Collingwood are outright favourites in this game. 81% to 19 at the moment at the time of recording. And even on Squiggle, where I put a lot of faith in, they're in front there as well, 59% chance of winning. So logic would say Collingwood, but my heart says Sydney. So I'm going Sydney.
I agree with you. Sydney are a tough team, old man.
Yeah, I don't think a trip to the MCG is going to bother them.
No, it doesn't bother them. You could take them to Las Vegas and they'd rough the joint up. And I love the way they play. I like the style that they play. They just try to get the ball to the ground and then they scrap it over. And I think they're going to touch up Collingwood, which is going to put a lot of pressure on the Pies.
It will.
If they go 0-2, then they'll start getting all the newspapers. They'll get rid of the titty girl of page 3, and Mason Cox will be on there saying "American go home." But anyway, yeah.
The American Pie.
American Pie, and anyway, and then we go to Saturday. So we have 4 games on the Saturday. So we have
Super Saturday.
Super Saturday. The Dons. We'll finally see the Dons in action.
Yeah, well, this is
got a coin?
Oh, yeah, that's what you'd think, wouldn't it? I mean, it's an unknown against Hawthorn. But have you had a look at the who's favourites, do you think?
Well, they've got Essendon as favourites, but I would be saying Hawthorn.
81% Essendon. I mean,
they must be seeing something that I'm not seeing.
Well, I don't know, but I'm probably going to go the opposite to who you are here. I reckon it's just I've got a feeling. I'm going Essendon.
You're going Essendon. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you're going to go with the bookies.
Well,
All right.
I'm going with the bookies, but I'm not convinced. I'm just going with them because, well, Hawthorn's another one of those teams I don't really like.
Yeah, I don't like them either, but they've got a good little midfield coming through. They got got the coach who called the guy the beep 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 beep,
Yeah.
and then I
Yeah,
just think
what is a rock sucker?
I don't think it was that. I think it was something else, wasn't it? It was something,
Ah,
uh, but it was kind
okay.
of like that, but
Uh,
a little bit more colourful, bit of a
ah,
rainbow effect on top of it.
like a gobstopper.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to go Hawthorn there. I think that they can get off to a flyer. They don't mind going to the MCG because they live 2 minutes away.
Well, this is going to be a bit of a deciding factor for us in our tipping.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
All
It
right,
will
and
be.
then second day of the Saturday.
Second day.
So the second day of the Test match on the Saturday.
Yeah.
GWS against your old boys, the North Melbourne Shinboners,
Yes, the
or the
old shin.
North Melbourne Gobstoppers.
You just lost your fingers again.
Oh, yeah, you don't go near the mouth.
Um, oh dear. It's got to be the Giants. Has to be the Giants.
Yeah, well, you'd think so,
You'd
wouldn't
have
you?
to be, they'd have to, their bus would have to blow up on the way to the stadium.
Now,
Actually, hang on.
where the hell is NG Stadium?
It's just near NG, just
Oh, that's
outside
the
NG.
place, is it?
No, I don't know. I
So,
don't.
is this rural Victoria or rural New South Wales?
Rural. I don't know. Let me have a look at NG Stadium. I'm going to Google it for you because, I can.
You've got Google, old man. We don't have
Yeah.
Google. We don't have Google in Queensland.
No, well, a bit hard. NG Stadium. It's a boutique venue.
A boutique venue.
Yeah, it's one of the best fan experience in Australia for AFL games, apparently.
One of the best what? Phalanxes.
No, one of the best venues. And one
Or
of the
was it?
best experiences in Australia for AFL games.
So it's a little country town.
It holds 23,500.
Where are they? In New South Wales, Victoria.
It's the Grand Parade at Olympic Park.
Oh, okay. All right. But anyway, so we're both going to GWS there. It doesn't matter where they play. Last year they won 10 games in
20, is
10,
that right? 23,500.
yeah, 23,000, capacity of 23,000 morons.
Bloody hell.
Mm.
Oh well, that's pretty
If you
that's
really,
pretty bad.
if they push it, old man, they can get 25,000 dickheads.
Yeah, they probably would be pushing it.
All right, so the third day of the test, we're at the GmbH LGBTQ
Ah,
plus community centre, all the way.
yeah,
What do you call it? The Snapdragon place or the Pill or what? The Spud
the
Stadium,
Spud Park.
Spud Park.
Yeah,
The Catters against St Kilda.
yeah. Well, the Cats has to be the Cats.
That was a fine analysis.
Yes, I know.
You're not giving the Saints any hope. They've been talking them up a bit.
They could talk them up all they want. I don't think they'll beat the Cats at home.
Mm.
Mm.
It's a pretty tough place to go, isn't it?
Yeah, well, ask the Crows.
Well, I don't have to ask the Crows. You can ask everybody.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's
Uh,
not a very good place to be. Well, to go to
Again,
win.
it is a bit. St Kilda did play quite all right last year. They finished fifth.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but it's a new year this year. It's 2024.
Not in Queensland. Still the same year.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, again,
is Joe
you
still
can't go.
Premier over there?
Who? Joe.
Joe,
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got a mausoleum
Oh, your fingers just lost again.
Yeah. He's a bit like Stalin or Ferdinand Marcos. We've had him on. We've had him on ice. We've had him on ice for 60 years. You probably didn't know this, but the last 17 years of his premiership, he actually was dead.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
probably would know that.
All
What
right.
was
So
his favorite? What was his famous catch cry?
don't you worry about that.
That's it. Don't worry about your fingers missing either.
Yeah, don't you worry about that. Anyway, so we're both going Geelong there at
Yeah, yeah.
the
That
Liberty
makes sense.
Stadium. And
Uh,
then the final day is Gold Coast Sunnies against your mob.
yeah, yeah. My common sense would tell me that the Suns will win this, and it could be, well, it could be anything really. It could be a close win by the Crows. It could be a close win by the Suns. It could be a blowout by the Suns. It could be a close win by the Crows.
Or a blowout by Adelaide. Well,
No, I
that's a
don't.
real. You're really covering
No,
your
I don't.
bases
I
there,
don't
aren't you?
think it's going to be a blowout by Adelaide. I don't think that's one of the options
Oh, I think it
because
is.
apart from anything else, Taylor Walker is under an cloud, injury cloud at this point in time, which is why it's not really fantastic trying to do tipping as early as we record this. But
And Phil Thorpe, you've lost him.
he's gone, unfortunately. But he's in. Apparently, he's in the gym already. So
Good
he,
sign.
he was getting big upper body. Well, he'll only be working on his upper body, but he was getting pretty big anyway. So as long as he doesn't get too gorilla-like, because he needs his ability to be able to maneuver. That's one of his strengths. But yeah, but Taylor Walker being out could be a bit of a problem.
Big game though. You got the Rankinator coming back against his old team.
Yeah, would he get booed?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think.
But there's only one supporter at the Sun, so it'll just be boo.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's
So
what somebody.
shouldn't last too long.
That's what somebody said on the Big Footy forum that that one supporter will probably get very tired by the end of the night.
And he probably just moved from Adelaide as well, so he might be a Port supporter.
Yeah, well,
He might be booing the whole Adelaide team.
be interesting if it was at Adelaide Oval because there'd probably be more Port supporters going there than the Sun supporters.
So who are you going to go?
Well, like I said, common sense would tell me the Suns, but I don't mind losing. I'd rather. I mean, I was thinking, I'll be disappointed if the Crows lose, of course, but should I sacrifice my tipping for it so that if they do lose, I'll be happy because I got the tipping up, or should I just go with the Crows and wear it the way it is?
Well, that's the conundrum, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm going Crows.
Do you want me to put up the 30-second? You go on the Crows? I think Crows is a lock, old man.
Really?
That's a lock for me.
Wow, you've got more.
Got more faith in your team than you do.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I don't feel so bad because it will null each other out on that.
All right, and then on the Sunday we've got the netball seasons starting.
I reckon this is an unknown, this match.
Oh, yeah, this is pretty tough. So we've got Melbourne, we've got the D's who didn't play well at all, and the Bulldogs who we've had big hopes for the last 4 years and don't seem to take the next step.
No, they don't, do they? But I think they're a genuine unknown this year, apart from Bulldog supporters who have been following them closely, no doubt, in the pre-season. I can't say I have. Have you?
No, I haven't. We haven't heard from Bevo. So they've had him in a cage.
Yeah.
So he might come out and go ape shit in the first round and harass a couple of reporters and all that sort of stuff that he normally does.
You know, because footy's turning more into sports entertainment, they should have a cage match of between coaches.
No, between Bevo and Razor Ray. I'd pay money for that.
Razor Ray's not that bad.
Yeah, no, it's just,
There's much worse umpires than him.
that's a yellow maggot.
Yes. Well, we could have the
The light teal. The light teal. I remember when they first changed the colours of the umpires, oh man, because you used to hear white maggot all the time, and then I heard someone yell, "You lime green maggot."
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Oh, speaking about maggots.
What? Did I miss something then?
No, I thought you were about to introduce the next game.
No, you didn't give me a tip.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought I'd get away with that one. I'm going to go Melbourne.
You're going to go the D's. I'm going to go in another upset. I'm going to go the Bulldogs.
Wow.
I wasn't impressed with Melbourne. And again, stick to my golden rule. If you see Shaki in Melbourne team, they are not at full strength. I wouldn't trust the dude to cut up the oranges. That's how far I think he is. Anyway, yeah, maggots. All right, so we've got the teal maggots against the blue and yellow maggots. Maggot match. Match of the match of the maggots.
Hang on. Hey, do you have your AFL website open?
No, I don't.
My eyes must be deceiving me.
Why? What have they got? Pies as premiership favourites?
No, I'm just looking at this game between Port Adelaide and the Eagles. And actually, I'm not joking.
50-50.
Hang on, look out. Something's going to happen here that not many people see.
You're going to put your binoculars on. It's all right, man. We are old.
Oh, my God.
Hang on, I didn't see that. Put them back on. I need to have a look at
it. Hey. Well, there really goes my arm.
You want a licorice all sort? No.
Hey, I'm backwards. I forgot that.
Well, that's not a sponsor, by the way.
No, it's not.
But it could be.
It could be. Well, Audi. Eagles. What do you reckon they're paying?
$8.
Gamble responsibly, by the way.
Yeah, $8.
$9.20.
Have to be.
And Port Adelaide, Port Adelaide, or actually, as they like to be called, well, they don't really. Port Adelaide Power. They hate that. $1.06.
Terrible, mate.
I
I hated it when they first came out with it, and I was like, it was like Miami Heat or some shit like that. I hated it. They couldn't. Well, surely you got a bloody animal in Darwin that starts with a P.
Darwin.
Where are you from?
Adelaide.
Adelaide. Surely there's
a. I can't say anything like that. I live here. Somebody might hunt me down.
They're like Trump supporters, aren't they?
Well,
they're like Collingwood. They've got the same bloody jersey and they've got the same attitude, same fans.
Yeah, copycats. Port.
Yeah, gotta go Port.
There you go. I said it.
Adelaide. Yeah, I know you didn't.
Look, even if it was over in WA, Port would still win.
Yeah, exactly. So
although I got to say, I don't think West Coast are going to be as bad this year as what they were last year.
Oh, well, that's pretty easy, seeing that it was pretty bloody awful last year. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, well, what a massive call that one is. You heard it here, right on this channel. That.
Now, I'm interested in your tip for the last match.
Yeah, well, I'm a lock for Brisbane. I think we'll bounce back. I think we were pretty happy for the first half, and then we fell away. Got a bit lazy, didn't chase. I think we honestly run out of puff. That was my feeling on the night, is that we weren't fit enough.
So who did you play again? Carlton. So you're saying Carlton were fitter than you?
Yeah, I think they were. Yeah. I watched a couple of our players just turn it up at 3/4 time. Dunkley didn't touch the ball after half time. And
Yeah,
you know how good he is. And he's normally a goer. But
yeah.
and also I think losing Giddy at half time, that didn't help.
No, no, that's true.
That's going to be a bit of a problem for us to replace that guy
So,
because
what day did you play on?
Saturday, Friday.
Hmm.
Friday night. So we've got a 13-year break, so we should be freshened up.
Yeah.
And I don't rate Freo, so I'm going to go the Lions to go over, travel all the way, the longest trip in football from Bali all the way to Fremantle to what's that, the Cape Horn, all the way over there in South Africa.
Yeah, you have to go that way now. It's a bit dangerous
Yeah,
the other way.
so that's what we do. We fly out of Brisbane, we go to Launceston, and then to Bali, then all the way over to Cape Town, and then come in the back way. Takes
Yeah.
about 68 hours, I mean.
Yeah, I got Brisbane too.
And then I think we might even, do we have West Coast next? We might actually stay overnight there too.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Week
Well,
two.
after a 68-hour flight, oh man, you don't fly back again because by the time you get back, you have to come back again. And
No, you don't
no,
have the Eagles.
we don't.
No, no, bad news. Actually, hang on.
We have a bye, I think.
Do you have a bye after that? You do. What?
Hey, do you know that
Uh,
the 8 teams that played this week also get an extra bye?
yeah, do they?
They get 2 byes, not 1.
Well, why's
I
that?
don't, I don't know. I think it's unfair.
I can't believe that you. Yeah. So even if you do win this, all your momentum will be shot
So,
because you'll be having a bye.
but I still think I don't know why these 8 teams like who played this week get an extra bye.
No, I don't get it. Maybe it's
Well, that
compensation for having to start a week later and stuff up all their prep.
I got no idea. But anyway, it's not fair. So
No, life
I
isn't
think
fair.
what they could have done this week was start on the Thursday and just continue it through.
Yeah,
So have games on the Sunday, have a game on the Monday night, then possibly Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and get all the teams played in sort of one super week.
yeah, well, they could have, but
Because
clearly not what's
remember
happening.
when they do the gather round, it's sort of football every day.
Yeah,
And even when COVID was on, it was the best thing about COVID. We had football every night.
yeah, yeah. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. But yeah, it's a bit of a pity that they had to do that opening round the way they did. I think it's why they did.
I think they're just trying to get into the Sydney market.
Yeah,
They have to say Queensland because, the VFL, that's what they have to say, but they're really pushing into New South Wales.
yeah. I don't know. Bit odd, really. I think.
I
So
heard
that's it.
something. Yeah, that's it. That's our picks. I heard something also on the grapevine that they're talking about you know how the NRL has gone to Las Vegas.
Yeah, yeah.
They were talking. They've been talking about India because the problem with the AFL is to find a ground because there's only certain places that play cricket.
Yeah.
There's only certain places in the world where play cricket
Well, do they play cricket in China, do they?
properly. No, that's why we had to play on the soccer pitch. That's why it was a waste of time.
Oh,
So they're talking about doing a couple of grudge matches in India of all places. So hopefully they can send Collingwood over there, they'll all get heat stroke and curry daily belly and
Collingwood
knock them
won't go
out for the
there.
whole year.
We should have a guess at which teams would they send if they were going to do that? Do you think they'd
Right.
send?
North Melbourne and Hawthorn.
No, they wouldn't. They'd send Port Adelaide. No, they can't send Port Adelaide because they were part of their China experiment.
No,
Who do they
it'll
want
be
to prop up?
no, it's got nothing to do with that. Who do they want to prop down?
No, they'd have to
I
pay
don't want to
them.
go to Mumbai and play in 58 degrees
No,
on a sandy deck.
Sandy
To
who?
you on a sandy deck. All right, there you go, guys. So we have done our tipping for this round.
Wake up.
Thanks a lot for Flashgrow for joining me again. This is something that we'll do every week, all the way up until the finals, and then maybe do a grand final special, something like that. Maybe stream the grand final live.
Ooh.
But anyway, thanks for watching. Like I said, leave a comment. We love to hear from you. Tell us about your team. Tell us about how Brisbane Lions and the Crows suck. We always like to
We always
respond
like to hear that.
our commenters. And anyway, hopefully your team wins on the weekend. Have a good day, and we'll see you next week.
Catch you later. Bye.